नमो पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेवो नमो श्रीनिवास वास नमो वेंकटेशा. You all feeling why Professor Elumalai is suddenly enchanting Namo Namo? The term Namo is very magical. It is associated with all the enchantment, sanctified one, and it is used to praise or worship all god and goddesses. We use word Namo, Namaha, Namo Namaha, Namo, Nama. All these things are interchangeably used. I believe it could be a Sanskrit word, but in Tamil equivalent, it is called poetry. We call it தென்னாடுடைய இறைவா போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி, forming part of திருவாசகம். How we praise the God, எவ்வாறு இறைவனை போற்றுகின்றோம்? We do it through many ways, by performing archana, abhishekam, all these things. There, paying floral tribute, pushpanjali or pushparchana, மலர்களை கொண்டு அர்ச்சனை செய்தல், is an integral part of every spiritual activities in all the temples for all gods and goddesses. It is not all flowers, but of course majority of the flowers are used. But some flowers have certain very important uniqueness, and which has not only aesthetic value but spiritual value, very high spiritual value. Out of that, lotus is a very, very significant one. Lotus has spiritual value, very high spiritual value. This is not used for mere archana or performing puja, but it is widely believed. There are three versions of Shakti, we call it. We call it Alaimagal, Kalaimagal, Malaimagal. And two lotus. One is red lotus, another is white lotus. We believe strongly Lakshmi is residing, please understand, Lakshmi is residing in red lotus. It is not just we are using this flower for performing puja to Lakshmi. We believe Lakshmi herself residing in red lotus, and Saraswati is residing in white lotus. We would have heard two popular spiritual songs to devote this, to assign this. To know about this song relating to Saraswati, there is a song called வெள்ளை தாமரை பூவிலிருப்பால் வினை செய்யும் ஒலியில் இருப்பால் வெள்ளை தாமரை பூவிலிருப்பால். This is for Saraswati. Another song you know, that செந்தாமரை பூவில் அமர்ந்தவளே இந்தூரத்திலகம் அணிந்தவளே செந்தாமரை பூவில் அமர்ந்தவளே. This is a song, of course, sung by Sushila ji. This is quite associated to worship Lakshmi. Now, why I am speaking about all these things? No doubt it has a very spiritual value, but above all, it has national and constitutional value. Why? Because lotus is our national flower. Lotus has been declared as our national flower by our Constituent Assembly. So it is so unique. It has constitutional value, spiritual value. Incidentally or accidentally, it has certain political value also, because the current ruling party symbol, BJP's symbol, is also lotus. Of course, I am not pricing for that, but that is also a factor I think all of you should take into account. Now, lotus, yes, I have told about you. I have told about the significance of Namo. Then why I am speaking about lotus, what it has to do with Namo, all these things, all of me think that. The moment I told lotus is forming part of biodiversity, it is a flora and it is a floral. right? So there is an organization called National Botanic Research Organization. There is a scientist. Of course, it could be a teamwork. They have made a very, very important innovations very successfully in this year. You all know Manipur. Today, unfortunately, it is known for wrong reasons, not only for ethical violence, sexual violence, and all other things. We pray Almighty during this time to restore the peace immediately, sooner rather than later in the Manipur, because Manipur is known as city of Lotus in the entire world. And since I have seen in part of Tiruvannamalai is known for Astralingam, and I have seen in that forest 8 petal lotus. I don't know if that is accidental or incidental. Since the people used to worship Astralingam over there, I have seen 8 petal lotus. In Tamil, it is called எட்டு இதழ்கள் கொண்ட தாமரைப்பூ. There is a song called ஆயிரம் இதழ் கொண்ட தாமரைப்பூ எங்கள் தேவி முகம். The face of the goddess is compared with the 1,000 petals of lotus. And I have also seen 3 petal lotus, 9 petal lotus, but I have never seen 108 petals of lotus in my lifetime. People used to say this is available in Manipur. Above all, this is only available only in Manipur. This is not available elsewhere in the world. Very, very important. So that means it's very unique in biodiversity. It's a wonder, no doubt about it. Then why we are speaking about it suddenly? I told you this National Botanical Research Institute has made a breakthrough innovation. There are 2 weaknesses in these flowers. What is that? The fiber of the lotus is very weak. So they strengthened it through genetic intervention. And again, this is, you know, that this era itself is known as for climate change, fighting for climate justice. So everything may happen because of the climatic change. We cannot afford to lose these sort of wonders, bio wonders. So therefore, they made it, this lotus, which is grown up and only grown up in Manipur, can be grown up outside Manipur also, elsewhere. That is very, very important. 2 important success. 1, the fiber of the lotus gets strengthened. 2, it can be cultivable anywhere else outside Manipur in all sorts of climatic zones. This is a great success. And so that is why they have named this lotus as Namoh 108. Since the 108 is the petals of the lotus, the number 108 again is mantra. Whenever we perform puja, we say even breaking of coconut 108, enchantment 108. So the moment we say Namo 108, so don't assume that it is an ambulance number or medical aid or some project or political things. People may, the moment you say Namo, sometimes people may think that Narendra Modi app, something like that. No, it is nothing with that. This is clearly connected with biodiversity. Namo 108 is the lotus, the modified lotus by this National Botanical Research Organization, which includes 108 petals and which can be grown up elsewhere apart from Manipur with the strengthened fiber. And it is very, very useful for producing, developing perfumes or fragrance, one may call it. So Namo 108 is associated with constitutional value, spiritual value, and cultural value. God bless you all. Jai Hind.